Do not go to a woman's house unless you are 100% sure you're the only man she's dealing with. I lived by this. I lived by this shit. I done slipped up sometimes and you know, caught myself in certain situations. But back then, especially with the way that I used to live, that was very dangerous to be getting caught up at chick's house. And this is why I say I was disappointed in trouble, because I know he know better than that. See what I'm saying? Do not go to women's crib unless you 100% sure her situation over with her baby daddy or her ex-boyfriend or whatever. Especially if you live with her. Get a hotel room or go to your crib. That's why every man should have his own place. Should have his own. If you listen to me, you need to have your own place as a man. You ain't no player. You ain't none of that until you got your own space. Straight up. A player ain't just about women. A player ain't just about you can get women. A player is how you carry yourself in this world. And until you can till you can be stable as a man, meaning having the basics, I'm not saying you got to be the quote unquote high value man and all that bullshit, but in order to call yourself certain things, you need to be, and you need the basics of the income, a way to get from point A to point B, and shelter. You see what I'm saying? So that prevents you from having to go to women's crib. Like Sugar Free said, Sugar Free did this freestyle that was real popular. The pimp, he don't pimp no more. He was a pimp back in the day. His name Sugar Free. He did a freestyle that everybody was sharing recently on social media. He was saying, oh, if your girl got Playboy, play brothers and cousins, they fucking her and all that shit. Light skinned dude with the perm. But in that freestyle, he was like talking shit to the bitch, like, you know, the average dude the average dude to break your neck to. He say the average dude to break his neck to go to your crib house. Have I been there? Have I ever been there? Okay, bitch. You know, I ain't never been to your house, and I ain't trying to go to your house. That's something that we learned, you know, when we was young. Don't get caught up in them at them hoes' crib. Don't be going to them hoes' house, because you never know. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, it ain't too many women. Again, my body count a mile long, bro. And it's not too many women, especially back then, that can say that they seen my house. Now, not that they seen my house, but that I went to their house. Excuse me. It ain't too many women that could say that I seen their house or know what their house looked like, unless I was fucking with them like strong. You see what I'm saying? Because I had too much to lose. You know, and whether you got a simp ex baby daddy or boyfriend, or you was on some setup shit trying to set me up, I need to be in my environment that I can control my environment. I know how to maneuver around my shit. I know where my shit at. You see what I'm saying? So I always thought like that. And even still now, to this day, I still don't go to too many women's house unless I'm sure that I'm the only one. You see what I'm saying? Do not go to a woman's crib unless you 100% sure. And you have to do your due diligence, because they will lie or they'll omit things. And I've been in a couple situations like this. You see what I'm saying? One time, this was when I was young. I was probably that same year. I told them other two stories that same year, around that same time. If not, maybe a year later, but I was around that same time. I meet this chick, and I break my rule and I go to her house, but I'm like on her. I'm asking her all the, you know, like, hey, listen, you know, I'm 19 or 20 years old. I already knew then. Hey, look, hey, you don't say what's up with the ex and all this shit. Oh, no, don't worry about this. Everything good and blah, 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 blah. So I go to this broad crib, man. And, you know, my spidey senses is up because I'm alert, you know. I know what's going on out here. And it's the early age. This is the at this age, this is when you be into the most bullshit. So I'm on alert. I think I'm 19 or 20 or something like that. So I go to this chick crib. I know I shouldn't be here, but fuck it, right? And it's not like I had my own spot, but at this time I had roommates. So and our spot was kind of like the trap. So I was like basically living in a trap. But you know, it was me and two other dudes sharing this space, and we basically trapped out of this shit. Yeah, I know, young, stupid shit, but so I'm at this. I go to this broad crib, right? She chilling. I'm like, look, we smash or whatever, real quick. So I got her. She tired. She laying there. So I get up, and I'm going to investigate. I should have did this first though, because I was feeling uneasy. So I'm like, let me go investigate. You know, it's, I don't know, 10 minutes or something like that. Smash with her, whatever. So I get up, I'm going to investigate. I'm like, I'm finna go get something to drink. So I go get something to drink. Black people have every black person in their kitchen, they got a drawer that's designated to bullshit mail, right? It's bullshit mails and papers and shit, all black people, right? So I go, and it's always in the same spot. Every black, if you black, you know what I'm talking about. Leave it down in the comments and say, I know what you're talking about. So I go to this spot. Let me look in this drawer. Sure enough, bullshit mail and bullshit. So I'm looking through it, and it got a dude's name on it. It's a dude's name on the mail. So I'm like, damn, this dude's name on the mail. Go in the bathroom. It's a couple toothbrushes, right? Go in the other room. Snooping. Dude, clothes and shoes. I'm like, look, I'm about to get up out of here. I'll catch you later. Oh, what's going on? What's wrong? Oh, it ain't nothing. I gotta go bust some plays. Get going off. So, you know, I gotta get up out of here. I said last time I talked to her. She got me in some dude crib. They damn near live together. His name on the bills and all type of shit. You see what I'm saying? They'll lie, bro. They will lie. Another time, this when I was a lot older. Chick I met, she was new here too. And I kind of let my guard down with this chick, man, because she was like, oh, I'm new here and blah, 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 blah. She was from South Carolina. The red bone from South Carolina. I was coming back from the club, and I was slipping though. I ain't gonna lie, I was slipping because I was drinking too. It's like I told you about drinking. I let my guard down, I'm drinking, I'm like, fuck it. Now, I'm slipping because I got my jewelry on, got my Rolex on. I don't think I had my Rolex there. I don't know. I had something on, my jewelry or whatever. Remember I was in my car, my nice car, whatever. It's after the club though, so it's like 4 o'clock in the morning at this point. So I'm like, am I finna slide through there? Slipping, drinking. I shouldn't be doing this, but in my mind it's like, oh, she knew. She don't really know nobody like that. Just being goofy. And again, I'm not 20 years old at this time. I think I'm like 27, so I know better than this. Let's go to the chick crib. I already did the, you live with a dude, you gotta do all this old shit. No, I'm by myself. So I get in there. She got the dress on. I could see her sit down, no panties, all action, right? So I'm finna smash, but I'm like, hey, hold on real quick. So I get up, go in that kitchen, in the drawer, boom. Name on the thing. Go. So this was a 1-bedroom apartment. So I don't say nothing. I'm sitting down. She like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, nah, shit. I'm like, oh, nothing, chilling. I don't want to like go off on her, nothing like that. So sit on the bed. I'm looking around the room. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, no, I'm just, making sure everything's straight. Right? Making sure everything's straight. She's like, oh, you good? Trust me. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have you in no situation like that and blah, 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 blah. So I just get up and she's like, what you doing? So I go open the closet. It's a dude clothes and shoes in there. I'm like, look, I'm out of here. She already knew though. You see what I'm saying? So they'll lie, bro. They'll lie. Just for whatever reason, do that work. And this is work clothes. So it's not like, it was like when you work for like the city or the county here, it's like the lime green vests, or when you doing lawn work, it's like lime green, like the lime green heavy jackets or the heavy shirts, like that in the closet. You see what I'm saying? With the boots and shit. So I'm like, I'm up out of here, bro. I'm gone. She knew what time it was, but you know, like I say, they'll lie. They'll lie. So you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. She ain't hear from me no more. I ain't even hear her because I was about to, but I was like, nah, let me see what's up. And again, I slipped. I was drinking. Right? I'm coming from the club. I'm drinking, and you know, let my guard down. Like, oh, you know, the alcohol talking to me. Well, she knew here and blah 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 blah. I'm in some dude crib at 4 o'clock in the morning. You feel what I'm saying? So these chicks crazy. These chicks wild, right? But now, being as though they'll lie to you, right? You have to ask them certain questions. You have to ask them things. You have to vet them a certain type of way. And if you do this right, women love to tell on themselves, right? But if you say, oh, do you live with a dude? They'll say no. Like if Trouble probably would have asked that girl, if Trouble would have asked that girl, do you live with a dude? She would have probably said no, because she kicked the dude out. Let her tell it. You see what I'm saying? So you have to screen them, and you have to vet them, and you have to ask them certain things, because in their mind, well, I broke up with him. Not even not thinking, but not taking into consideration this dude crazy. This dude, you know, this dude a stalker or none of this. But in their mind, oh, I broke up with him. He don't live here no more, so I'm good. They not caring about your safety. Your safety ain't they concern. They ain't even thinking like that. They don't even, sometimes they don't even have the capacity to think like that. You see what I'm saying? So you have to ask them certain shit and do it in a certain way so that they tell on themselves. And generally, women are easy to open up like that and tell on themselves, right? So one of the first things that you can ask them, you want to ask them about their last situation. Ask them about their ex, right? Women love to throw their ex under the bus. Oh, he was abusive. Oh, he was too controlling. Oh, he was just jealous and smothering me and shit like this. Ask them this shit, and they'll tell you what type of ex that they had. And ask them, how long ago did you break up? Oh, it's been 3 months. It's been 2 months. It's been a month. You already know I'm not going to your house. Jealous, abusive, whatever, and it's been 2-3 months, especially if they got a kid together, you know, but y'all don't, a lot of y'all don't deal with single moms, so you know, you gotta worry about the kid thing. But ask them about the ex, ask them about their situation. You see what I'm saying? He's jealous, he can't leave me alone, he was abusive. It's complicated. When you hear things like that, don't go to their house. You let her come to your house, right? Also too, women will behave in a way that lets you know that they're dealing with other dudes, right? Because again, the thing is to not go to a woman's house unless you're 100% sure that she ain't dealing with nobody else. You see what I'm saying? Women behave in a way when they dealing with other dudes. Women cannot serve two masters. Women cannot be head over heels all into two guys at the same time. They can't. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that a woman can't be screwing two dudes at the same time, but if a woman is into you and giving you all of her attention, she can't really be like that with nobody else. She don't have the capacity to. That don't mean that she can't fuck somebody else. If she fuck somebody else, that's cool, because 9 times out of 10, the dude who she fucking, it ain't really like that with them, so his feelings ain't caught up, you know. But even then, typically if a woman is about you, generally, I'm not gonna say 100% of the time, but if a woman is all into you and about you, she's typically one-dimensional and one-track minded in her love. You see what I'm saying? So when they not like this over you, you can tell. You can tell when a woman is dealing with other dudes, regardless of how much she lying. If a woman is giving you problems, if a woman is, especially like in them first 6 months or whatever, you can tell. Because she's not all about you. You gotta pull teeth. You gotta pull teeth to see her. when she go out with her homegirls and she's supposed to come over, she flake on you and shit. You see what I'm saying? And hit you. Oh, my phone died. She doing all this shit. Does she dealing with another dude? Her behavior is flaky. She hot one day, 1 week she hot, the next week she cold. She dealing with another dude. You see what I'm saying? Flaky behavior. When you just can feel you're not getting 110% from her. Women who like you and they only about you will give you 110%. I'm gonna say that again. Women who like you, women who are into you, if you the only person that they dealing with, they will give you 110%, and you can tell. You can tell that they're not dealing with nobody else. But if you're getting a half-ass woman, that's because half of her energy is going somewhere else. She's spreading herself thin, bro. If all of her emotions ain't into you, you see what I'm saying? You can tell when a woman talk to other dudes. You have to have your spider senses on. Get out your feelings. A lot of you guys be in your feelings and you can't see this because you be in your feelings and so caught up in trying to capture the girl and lock her down that you don't see this. They fucking with other dudes, bro. She still got her provocative pictures on the internet. She's still going to the clubs. She's still going to parties. When women find a dude that they like and they want, that stops. You ain't even got to say nothing. I'm telling you, have you ever seen women disappear off social media and then they reappear like a year later, like, what happened to her? Yeah, she broke up with that dude. That's what happened. Whenever you see a woman disappear from social media, that dude ain't have to tell her to do that. She just stops looking for attention. She stopped going out because she got what she want. You pay attention, get out your feelings. You can tell when women dealing with other dudes. And if you sense that you're not the only one, do not go to her house. Do not go to her house. You see what I'm saying? You have to be able to assess these situations so you can keep yourself safe and keep yourself alive. Stop putting your life and your freedom and your safety into the hands of goofy ass women who don't care about you, who only care about themselves. That's stupid. You have to do your due diligence to protect yourself. Ask questions. Listen to what she's saying. Why would you go to a girl's house who's separated? I'm separated right now, and I got the house from my husband. Why would you go to her house? Would you go to a girl's house? Yeah, me and my baby daddy been broke up for a month. I kicked him out because he was beating on me. Why would you go to her house? Think, be smart. I got a dude, he been stalking me. This head real good. I put that head on him. He been stalking me. Why would you go to her house? It's hard to catch up with her on a date. It's hard to get a hold of her. It seemed like she fleeting. It seemed like 1 minute she hot, 1 minute she cold. Why would you go to her house and spend the night? You don't go to a woman's house unless you 100% sure that you the only dude. It ain't no other dudes in the picture. And for the few ladies that listen to this, stop getting dudes caught up in bullshit. Stop inviting dudes to your crib knowing you got a simp baby daddy. Knowing you got a baby daddy who can't control his emotions. Knowing you got an ex who can't control his emotion and he beat you up. Stop inviting dudes to your house and you know your situation ain't closed because you getting dudes killed. You see what I'm saying? Stop doing that. But at the end of the day, fellas, it's your responsibility to make sure you good and to see that you safe. Stop putting that in people's hands. Don't be stupid. You see what I'm saying? Fellas, you gotta smarten up, wisen up, because this shit is real. It just so happens that it made big news because it was trouble that it happened to. But this shit happens every single day. It happens every single day. I've seen it happen several times. I've been in several situations that could have been bad. You see what I'm saying? Be smart. Protect yourself. If you don't have your own crib, get your own crib. Don't go fuck if you get an efficiency or a studio apartment. Get your own crib. Hustle hard, get your money up, or get you some money so you can get a hotel room or something, or bring her back to your mama crib. But stop getting caught up at these broads' cribs, man. I'm telling you, stop it.